At Guns and Gear, we can take that old gun you're just not so thrilled about anymore, and we can make it into something exciting and new. Bring in your worn out or scratched piece, even one that you wish was just a little different, and we can freshen it up with Cerakote paint. You can pick the color or style, and we'll do the dirty work. Plus, we have a huge selection of specialty and estate guns, and we have a gunsmith on staff. Come by Guns and Gear, let us show you or make you a new gun.
This is where he gets upset. What? We pulled her over because she was driving on the crossing the fog line, and she crossed back the center line, and you know, I just want to make sure she wasn't fall asleep or nothing. She wasn't. No.
800246.
She's going to Alabama to visit her friend. She's local here and just going to go up there. That's her friend's car. That's her friend. She said you was making her very nervous.
I'm making her nervous?
She's just going for a little day trip.
RAL657. Just watched the traffic. She passed by. She ran over the middle lines, and so got behind her. Kind of watched her driving for a minute. Went ahead and pulled her over for the traffic violation. Hey, how you doing? I'm Deputy Lindley with the Sheriff's Office. You get your license on you really quick? Where are you headed to this evening? Birmingham, Alabama. Work? Are you going there for vacation? Or?
No, actually I'm going to Picou, Georgia. My daughter's in the hospital.
I got you.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Take your time. You good. Got talking to her. She's going to see her daughter in Georgia, who's apparently having some medical issues right now. So she's headed over there to be with her since she didn't have a husband or anything. While you're looking for it, I'll tell you the reason why I stopped you. Whenever you pass me back there in the median, you're running over on that middle line. You're hitting all those little bitty plastic bumps over there. There's reflectors in there in the middle.
I don't know.
That's okay. I'm not going to write you a ticket or anything. I just want to make sure you're okay. You're not tired or anything like that.
No, I'm not. I just got finished eating some pineapple. And it's left a real stinging taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
So.
Still living, is it Balch Springs or Balch? Balch Springs. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's really coming back after that, so nothing to it. Just she was riding down the road eating some pineapple, and probably just caused her to go over the lines a little bit. What's up, bud? Can I open up the door? Gotcha. Cool deal. Cool deal. All right, but everything good on your driver's license? No problems with it or anything? All right, man. Like I said, I'm not gonna write you a ticket or anything, okay? Just be careful for me, all right? All right, man. Have a good one. Terrible color.
That is a terrible color.
Nice.
Shoulder of the road, 18-wheeler like you run over you. You pull right out in front of it. Right out front. Bang on the brake. Get the driving license. This location, this business. Where at? Jackson State? Okay, baseball team? Okay. So you play baseball? Or? I'm an umpire. Oh, you're an umpire? Oh, you're the one we holler at all the time, scream at, right? It's always your fault when somebody loses. You know that, right? It ain't their fault. No, I didn't see that. That's what it said? Yeah. All right, man. Well, enjoy your stay in Jackson. Where are you staying at? Days Inn on Highway 80? Where? Yeah, don't have an address, street. Just be careful in Jackson.
While on the force, I learned that an officer is only as good as his team and the gear that he carries. Ultimately, that is what helped me make the decision to supply and support the demands that the officers need.
From uniforms to upfitting service vehicles, our family strives to connect people with the resources they need. From enforcing the law, fighting fires, or simply protecting the ones they love. At the Southern Connection Police Supplies, our family is here for yours. Stop by and see for yourself.
Hi, I'm Brett Connerly, president of Spartan Mosquito. Spartan Mosquito Protect kills mosquitoes.
Well, of course, you're going to have more traffic during the day. But as far as how many drug runners are coming through at any given time, I feel like there's more in the day because they feel like they can blend in with the regular traffic. But, you know, you still have those that'll come through at night, too. So I generally like the daytime.
See, a lot of people would turn their blue lights on right now. The thing scares me of doing that she ends up going to the left.
Yeah.
We always just assume people know to go to the right, but sometimes they don't, and then that creates a situation that's not good for either her or me. So we're trying to get her in the right lane, and then hello. Good, how are you? You have your driving license? Is this your car?
No, I'm not.
a rental car, so who knows with the rental companies? They deal with so many cars. Just when these things happen, a lot of times they are rental cars, and they get their tags mixed up and everything else. But she had the rental agreement on her phone, showing that she had rented this car. So her and her daughter were on fall break, so she was taking them to Texas. Said her husband was still living in Texas, so they were going there for the week. So everything looked good. Checked out.
Chicken fighter. Hello. Roll the window down. How y'all? Good. You have your driving license? Can you roll the window down for me? Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
So the passenger was very standoffish, wanted to be confrontational. So I took him out of the equation, so I didn't have to deal with him.
Mr. Glass, I need you to get your insurance and step back here with me, okay? Just kind of stand back there by the...
Talking to this man, I mean, I get no indicators that he's up to anything really. So I'm just going to check his license, make sure he's not wanted.
Yeah, I realized I don't have my bag with my insurance in it. I took my bag.
27 comes back to a Greg Glass out of Cedar Park. East Valley, Nevada, 329.
Temple, just let me know if it's triple I on. So I'll run and see if he's ever had any problems with the law before.
I'm from Austin. I went to Dallas. We're driving to do a book club. So after every book club, we go to a destination. Our buddy who lives in Austin, so y'all all read the same book? We read the same book. Every Thursday we talk about the book on Zoom call. And then we're done with the book. What kind of book do you read? Rich Dad Poor Dad. What, you deal with chickens or something? Yeah, I'm a food truck. Yeah, what? I own a food truck in Austin. Yeah, John Bird is the truck. Okay. I looked at it and thought it was one of those cycles. Oh, no. All right, let me run your license. Let's get on your way. Right here?
Have you ever heard somebody say they're a traveling book club before or whatever you said?
No, never heard that before, which, that's not, I mean, who would think of that? We're driving down the road, we're running dope, and all of a sudden we get stopped. Hey, we're in a traveling book club. No, that's just an answer I wouldn't expect to hear. But we'll still go through our steps, just to double check. So, and then, of course, the sticker on the back I thought had something to do with the fighting chicken deal, which is known for criminal activity. But he explained that he owns a food truck.
Look, y'all still got a long way. Just be careful. All right. We're going to take a break. I was literally, right before you put me on, I was like, man, I think we're going to take a break and stretch our legs for a minute. So next exit, there's a nice little gas station and all, food court, all that kind of stuff. Is that Forest? No, that's going to be Pelahatchie. 68? Yeah. We'll stretch out a little. That's probably the better of the places to stop. Yeah. Before you get to Meridian. Yeah. So y'all just be careful, okay? Well, it's kind of a temporary tag on it. It's a used trailer. It's a national carrier, which doesn't make any sense for it to have a used trailer. But they may have a reason for it, but we'll find out. Be too close. 18-wheelers need to be 200 to 300 feet apart, because if he hits his brakes, if he's lighter than this one, he's not going to be able to stop. truck in front of you? You're close. You gotta stay back more for me, okay?
All right.
What you hauling? What are you hauling? Oil. Oil? Yeah, oil. Motor oil? Where'd you get that at?
No, so he bought the trailer at an auction here in Jackson from Total Transportation. He has a friend who has a dealership in Texas, and that's how he got the Texas tag, because he's having problems with DMV in New Jersey. But he never did go to Texas. He only went to Vicksburg, picked up the load of oil, and was headed back. But I knew that was a national carrier, but he's just leased to them. And I thought it strange with a national carrier having a huge trailer, but it all makes sense once I got him stopped and talked to him about it.
Rain, sleet, or shine, Partridge Propane has reliably delivered propane to homes and businesses across the state for over 30 years. We're a locally owned and operated full-service propane delivery company, and we work hard to keep our operating costs and expenses low so we can pass those savings on to you. Our goal is to supply high-quality propane at competitive prices with no extra fees, and to give you the service that we give our own families. That's because when you're a customer of Partridge Propane, you're a member of our family.
The Pro Shop at Boondocks is ready to help you with your holiday shopping. We have tons of holsters, concealed carry purses, firearm safes, flashlights, or get a gift card for that one hard-to-shop-for family member. Did you know Boondocks has indoor classes during the cold winter months? Sign up for the simulator class and learn to safely navigate scenarios, or a first aid class that covers CPR, tourniquet, heart attacks, and more. Boondocks is here to make sure you and your loved ones are happy, safe, and secure this holiday season.
Don't take your hand off of it, okay? Whenever you shoot, you want to stay down on it. Keep looking even after you're shot, okay?
It was like that for a while.
So the Super Hunt is actually one of our biggest events of the year. Southern Outdoors Unlimited, we do events to get kids in the outdoors, and our primary factor is children with disabilities. We focus on any disability, and so our goal is to really use the outdoors as a caveat or as a way to get kids to just have normal lives, have normal enjoyment. And we've been blessed as landowners, as people get to enjoy the outdoors, to go out whenever we want and get to hunt and fish and just hang out, and so we wanted to offer that to kids and families as we have that opportunity.
You look through them?
Hold on, the safety's still on.
Yeah. All right. Got 3 holes in.
I got it, Dad. I'm there.
In case you were wondering, I'm here. Oh, you got that hot dog in. Anyway, might figure it out.
Just fine. You doing all right?
Something I want to get back. And the first year I did it, just see the faces of the kids' faces. I'm telling you, this weekend you will cry. Just watching them enjoy themselves, because any other time they wouldn't be able to do this, get out and hunt. And it's just an amazing event.
I did a for deer hunt. Hope I didn't big.
He's excited to deer hunt, and hopefully he'll get him a big one.
Our organization is always focused on children with disabilities, and specifically Super Hunt is ages 6 to 17, primarily because that's the age when kids and their disabilities are kind of getting into life, and they're trying to figure out what to do and how to do it and how to just fit in with everything else. And so this is a way for us to give those kids an opportunity to fit in with other kids that may be facing the same disability or may have something else going on, and also give that community for the parents too. So the parents may be facing who knows what, and these kids and their families coming together for a big weekend event really kind of opens up their eyes that they're not the only ones going through this.
Your first and second shot. This is your third. This is your fourth, and then you touch the same one again on your fifth. You do just like that in the deer stand. We ain't gonna have to walk very far to find that deer, all right? That sound good? That's awesome. You want to keep the target? You want to keep it?
Yes, sir.
You got to keep it, man. Some good shooting. Hey, Jimmy, can we get another target? And then we're going to move this, I think we'll move it back to 100. I mean, it means everything to me. It's, you know, it's really something that you can't completely put into words. It's just, it's a fulfilling, you know, thing inside of you that, you know, just kind of calls you. And, you know, same thing with our job. You know, our job called us, and, you know, this called me to, you know, be able to help out and do what we, you know, do for these kids.
It's just an honor to do it every year. I would come back as long as Mr. Mike let me, and come back every year to help him. It was just an honor.
You know, it's a kid getting to be a kid. If you want to ride a four-wheeler, maybe some of these properties have horses, or maybe you get to fish. You love doing those things, but you never get to do them. So here's your opportunity to do that. You get to go out with landowners and really just get catered. Maybe they're finding out your favorite food. Maybe they get to experience you know, something you never have done before. And so these landowners love on these kids. The outdoors provides that opportunity to just take a breath from everything that's pulling you in every direction.
I get to be outside, you know, and all that other stuff. So, oh yeah.
He likes to be outside,
Yeah.
the deer hunting, and hopefully you'll what?
Get me a big.
Get you a big
I didn't make the end there. Who knows? Yeah.
It's real people, and they're out here on their free will doing things for these kids that, you know, have life-threatening issues. And I mean, for some of them, you know, this may be the only time they ever get to hunt, you know. And having a disabled child, you take each day as it is. I mean, and each day is a blessing.
You know, it shows that officers ain't bad, you know, and be a better role model for the kids. And so when they see us somewhere, they ain't automatically think, oh, that's the police, they gonna take us to jail. They want to come up and shake our hands, and, you know, we human just like they are, and just be nice, and just, you know, so the kids grow up. They are our future, and so they can see that the police ain't bad.
What is the long-term payoff for you of doing this every year?
I don't believe that there is a payoff. I think that this is, you know, this is all about them, and, you know, not me. And, you know, I'm just glad that, you know, I'm allowed to be a part of something like this.
You built the fire, right?
Yes, that's my duty.
Tell me how it felt to shoot that big old deer.
Good job, buddy.
Are you excited?
I don't know what to say.
Are you excited? Well, you did good.
This episode of Frontlines brought to you by Guns and Gear, Partridge Propane, The Southern Connection, Boondocks Firearms Training Academy, and Spartan Mosquito.